here's the thing about hair regrowth products. What are your options? You've got ingestible, so you could take pills, you could take supplements, you could take medications. Those exist, those still exist, those are a thing. You could take topicals, and topicals are going to come down to either frequency of use or some kind of steroid or something that's going to mimic some kind of a steroid. Okay. There are some products out there that are complete systems. There's like multiple steps involved. There are some that are pretty simplified. And then you've got the ingredient bases. There has been a shift. There has been a very strong active shift this past decade towards looking for things that are more gentle, more natural, more organic based, and trying to find that balance to be able to promote new hair growth or stimulate fullness, strength, elasticity, balancing the porosity. It's been a quest, a full-on quest to try to achieve these goals. So Xenogen in particular, being nutraceutical based, what that means is they're using medicinal herbs that actually have science research behind it that proves that these ingredients actually do something. If you have this ingredient, it will promote less irritation. If you have this ingredient, it will stimulate growth. This ingredient will stimulate strength. They have a full-blown list of ingredients that actually have medicinal uses to them. That is huge. And the way they extract these ingredients, they use cold press technology. And if you're not familiar, what that means is, traditionally speaking, the most efficient way for a company for profit margins, and I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, I'm just saying this is what happens. A lot of companies, when they're going to use organic based ingredients, they will boil everything down to try to extract the natural ingredient. Okay? When you're doing that, you lose up to 80% of that ingredient. You're only extracting 20% of the good stuff. And that's acceptable by industry standards. Actually, even 20% is really high, because by the time then you refine it and it goes into the end product and it actually, you get to use it, you only have what? Like a percent left, 5% left, 10% left?
Yeah, like 10% left.
Yeah, you don't have a lot left afterwards, you know?
Right.
So with the cold press process, because you're not heating this up, you're actually retaining the majority. You're actually extracting. You can't say 100% to anything, but you are extracting damn near everything out of that. And that is huge.
And you're not breaking down a lot of the amino acids that are in most of these botanicals, because by boiling or heating, it breaks a lot of them down, where you're keeping those amino acids, and amino acids are very important
in this process. And by the time it gets into the end product, you have a very strong concentration of ingredients that actually matter. Okay? Now the trade-off is this. Xenogen works with frequency of use because it is topical. There is nothing that's being ingested. There's nothing that's being absorbed. It's rejuvenating the follicle on the scalp.